At this moment, an evil plan quickly took shape in my heart. No, I didn't intend to take advantage of this phenomenon, to make a fortune, quite the opposite. In fact, I turned back to the store, tore off a lottery ticket without a word, said to the proprietress, "I low this for now," then flipped the card over. It happened to have the character G. Perfect, just need the character Ju now. I pretended to look expectant, and told the proprietress. The proprietress's expression twitched instantly. I saw it clearly. That was an expression questioning my intelligence. I stayed calm and continued to tear off cards from the board. Why is it G again? This process went on for a while, and I owed the proprietress a huge sum, of about 10 yuan, just as I was pretending to mutter, "Why hasn't there been a Jew yet? Why hasn't there been a Jew?" hesitating whether to continue. A junior schoolmate who looked around second grade entered the store, hearing my murmurs. She gave me a blank look. That expression wasn't just like, but exactly like seeing a fool. I snickered inwardly and casually asked, "Hey, classmate, do you think there's really a Jew in this lottery?" She looked at me, then at the proprietress, after a few seconds. She spoke in a halting yet pretend natural tone. "Of course, there is a—" I pressed further. "Have you seen anyone win a Jew?" This time she replied fluently, "Yes, someone in our class won it last time," then fled the store as if running for her life. My heart was then filled with emotion. The motherland's education cause hadn't been in vain. This was exactly the pillar of society, who could adapt to the world in the future. Thus, for the sake of this emotion, I continued to tear cards from the lottery board, as if I truly believed her rumor. As time passed, both the proprietress and I lost track of how much I owed her. It was no longer practical to calculate the number of lotteries I'd drawn with addition. So when I left, we roughly calculated with multiplication. Each lottery board had 10 rows and 15 columns, totaling 150 cards, costing 75 yuans. I'd torn through 4 boards, totaling 300 yuans, considering I was an acquaintance. And the first board wasn't full when I started. We subtracted 100 yuans, leaving a debt of 200 yuans. My intelligence was truly touching, and the proprietress was incredibly righteous. This was a debt I absolutely couldn't repay. But later, the proprietress only mentioned this matter to me a few times. Gradually, she stopped bringing it up. Perhaps she was afraid that if she kept mentioning it, the beneficial friend her son had made with much effort, someone with a role model effect, would drift apart from them. Later, I never saw the same product, if it could be called that, appear in her store again. It seems my wish came true. Was this the first stain on my credit in life? Thinking this, I continued to live my seemingly uneventful childhood,